during the class. Well, I would like to start like I would like to start by describing a little bit about the movie that we saw. Well, in this movie we saw Augie or August, in which Pullman, which is a kid that from the start from his birth, he was born with some discapacity on abilities, or some situations with his body, his face, and he had around 27 surgeries around his life, and his face is different from the other kids' faces, and now his mother is has dog has already finished house teaching him, and their parents suggest to send Augie to school. No?
Yes, and I think that when Augie goes to school, probably he was really brave because I think going to school sometimes is difficult, and I think that probably for him, because of how he looks, probably it was more difficult than for one of us. And he said in the movie that when some other kids saw him, their faces were like if they were scared about his face or about how he looks like. And I think that it probably is terrible to be a kid, a little kid, and to feel that the other kids don't approve you because of how you look like.
Yes, as the story goes on, we see Augie struggling with trying to be normal, that as how he would like to be. And well, through all the history, we could see his family trying to help him, and him struggling with friends, with maybe fake friends, having new friends. But well, at the end, we see an Augie totally fulfilled in the aspect of being in school, and at the end we see that he receives an award, something about all the how brave he was, and how he touched all the kids' heart, and not only kids but teachers' hearts during the school. But well, I would like to ask this to all of you, and you let me tell, and you let me know what you think about this. So, how significant do you think is Jack in a novel? Well, in this case, in the movie.
Well, I think he plays a very significant role because he's the first friend that gets like close to Augie, and he's the first person that is like nice to him in comparison to like the other kids. So he plays a really important role in Augie's life, and then when he not necessarily like stab him from the back, but when he's talking like behind him, not very nice things. It also plays a very important role because, of course, Augie didn't expect this, and it obviously hurts him. But in the end, they all work it out.
Yeah, I think that also Jack helped a lot about with the confidence of Augie because as he was the first person that talked to him, Augie was like experiencing new things like having a new friend or things like that. That helped a lot to him and to his confidence.
And also, I think that one character that is really important in the movie is the other kid, Julian. That I think that at the end, all ends well because he like kind of accepts how Augie is and all the things he can do. But at the beginning, I think it is one of the biggest problems for Augie because he was the main one who bullied him. So I think it is really a really important character.
Yeah, and also I think that also a really important character is Bia because she's like the one that helps him in difficult situations like when the day of Halloween.
Yeah.
She was the main person that helped him to go out and be happy that day. And she really helps him a lot and to his confidence. She's like a really important person in his life.
Well, before we move forward, about the importance of some characters. What's your opinion about Jack? So at the end, about what do you think made Jack do the things that he did? Or why it's important to the movie?
Well, like for example, when he hit Julian because he was like being mean to Augie, he had a reason to do it because of course he was defending his friend. But I think that maybe it could have been like resolved in another way that wasn't necessarily violent. So, but like he had his reasons.
Okay, so yes, I think that Jack was is also an important character because he was always the support for Augie, but sometimes he did some things that weren't that good. But I think in at the end of the movie, it is one of the persons that is the most proud of Augie because of the award he won, and I think that is like probably a strong relation between Augie and Jack, and I think it is an important character.
Yeah. Also, his mom plays a really important role because, of course, like she's the one that's always supporting Augie and is always there for her. Of course, she's not like the only one that's there for her, but she's very important because not only she takes care of Augie, she also takes care of Via and everyone else. So she's really important.
And for example, in your opinion, what's your opinion on the narrative? Because you remember the narrative about the movie, it's divided by persons. It starts with Augie, then goes with Jack, then goes with Via. So, do you like how this was managed, or you will change it to a different way?
I really like that kind of narrative because it's like it turns very interesting the movie because you can see what's happening in the lives of the different characters and how that things connect to the lives of other characters. So it's like connecting points, and that's very interesting. It makes you like, oh, so that's why he was like saying that things, you know.
Yes, it's because it was like really important to know how each character felt in that moment because probably you know how Augie was feeling, about the school, but you don't know that Via was feeling that her parents didn't pay attention to her. So I think that part is important to give the time to each character to know how each one feels. And yes, I agree with that. You can understand a little bit more of the story.
Yeah, it becomes like more like complex, and from you get it from a lot of perspectives. So it makes the story like richer.
Yes, it also makes you understand because I what I liked about that is because you like understand why or suffer the aspect of Augie or Jack being mean sometimes. Well, when it's Halloween to him, but then you understand why Jack did that when when we got to his perspective. So I think that's a way to play with your feelings or how you react to the movie. So yeah, I think that's great. And let me ask you, what is the significance of his death or in the movie? Because we have talked about me and Jack, Julian's mom, but not his dad. So what do you think about it?
Well, I think his dad was always a person that was there for everyone, and probably we noticed that the mom is the strongest and that she is the one that carries like all the problems and that is always there for the rest of the family. But I think that is like it's because it is different, obvious for the confidence you have to your mom or the one that you have to your dad. And I think that, for example, there is one part when the dad goes to the room of Via, and he like there you can see that he cares about how her daughter is, and I think he was always there for all the family. But I think it is a really important person for the mom because I think if the mom didn't have the dad of Ali, probably the things wouldn't work out.
Yeah, and also I think that he's like um, showing us that there are persons that can help you, I don't know, making you laugh when you're sad or things like that, but they are there, and that's also like one way to help you, even I don't know if they don't listen you a lot like the mom does with Augie, but he has his own way to help Augie, and that's why he's like also really important because it shows us that there are different ways to support someone. So I think that that's the importance of the dad in the movie.
Okay. Well, I agree on that. That and also for the audience to make it easier and funnier because in many parts of the movie that is funny or you only makes you laugh, it's about the dad or how the dad is making any type of joke. And well, I really like that how the dad is like lowering the tension around the house and all the things that are happening, and it's always the one that gets yelled at by his mom, but because his mom's so stressed and has a lot of things. So after talking about this, would you recommend this movie to everyone? To anyone to see it?
Yes, of course,
And why?
because it is a, as we have been talking about, it is a very like complex movie. So maybe you don't relate like exactly to I don't know Augie, but maybe you relate to VR, to the mom, or whoever, because you get the perspectives of everyone. And I think it really teaches you to just value everyone because everyone has like something unique about them, and I think it's a really good movie.
Yeah, I will also recommend it because it shows us that in the reality, persons are fighting a battle that sometimes we don't notice. And I don't know, it shows us that we have to be kind with everyone because you don't know if that person is, I don't know, being really sad that day, but it doesn't show its sadness. But that's why I would recommend that movie because we have to understand that everyone is fighting a battle that sometimes we don't notice.
Yes, I would recommend this movie. Yes, because of that, because you probably don't get how the mom feels, but probably you get identified with Bia because probably we are teenagers, or I don't know. But I think it's a movie really for all the family and for making us know that that being different in any way, not only having your face different, being different with your feelings, being different with what you like. It doesn't matter because we all have something special and we need to respect that.
Yes, I will agree on each point that you have said because it is a different movie. It just makes you sad, angry, happy because all the things that be happening. So for me, that's a movie that almost anyone should see. And I think if you watch it with your family, you may be having one or two tears to drop. Why don't we start with our own questions that we had, and we may start asking. So, is anyone that wants to be the first? Okay.
Well, I would like to ask, how would you act if you have here in your with one of your classmates has a look of Augie? What would you do? How would you act? Because it is really easy for us to say that everyone was mean to Augie, but what would you do if you have someone like Augie here?
Well, I think that probably I wouldn't be mean because I don't know. I really don't care of how people look, but I don't know. I'm a person that usually if sees one person alone, I go to talk to the person, and yeah, I would like try to make a friendship with that person to help him or her with her confidence or something like that.
Yes, I think I would also want to like approach this person just like to see how this person is feeling or this and that, and also like try to make just things easier as much as I can for this person because of course someone that looks like that has like a lot to go through, so I would try to make it a little bit lighter.
Well, I think for me, as everyone said. We'll try to talk to him or to see what's happening with him. But I think my personal approach will be to maybe make a joke, make him laugh or something like that, because that's how I normally approach people and try to talk to them or just to get a smile from them, because that I think when we are smiling, it's easier for us to understand each other and to be relaxed. So I think I would try to be close to him, maybe by get having him to smile. But no, maybe we should be having something like that to really know. No, don't you think so?
Yes, I agree with all what you said, and I think I also would get closer to that person, because I think sometimes that persons have some things more special inside their hearts and inside their brains than all the rest of the people shows. So I think I will do the same of you.
I would like to continue the discussion.
I would like to ask you how how important do you think it was the helmet that Augie used for him? How what's the significance for Augie?
I think it is a really important element for the movie, because I think the helmet was being inside my world, where nobody is mean to me, where it's only me and what I feel about how I look, how I feel. But probably it represents when he took his helmet. Every time he took his helmet off, it represents going to the real world, facing the real situation about that it is not only me and that I need to be with other people, because I'm a human and I need to have friends, I need to be with my family. But I think it was his safe place. It was where he felt comfortable, and I think that was the place where he was the most happy, because nobody said nothing to him.
Yes, I also think it represents a very important thing for him, and obviously in the movie, like it's in the movie poster and in the drawings that his mom does, he's almost always wearing the helmet, so it's a very important element. And I also think that it's like his safe place, like his place of comfort, and maybe like even escape from like the world that is like normally very mean to him, that it shouldn't happen, but it does. And yeah, I think it represents this being okay with yourself.
And finally, I would say that yes, it's his safe zone, but I would think or I thought that that helmet represented how he wanted to do things, how brave he was to do all the things he did. Because if we remind, his objective or goal in life was to get to the moon or reach the moon. And I think it's not only because his helmet was from astronaut. I think it's because of the way he thinks, has the way he sees life. Because he doesn't consider to do small things. He always wants to do more and to be big, to be as bigger as he could, being so small that he was. So that's of the relevance I saw in that.
Yeah, I will also say that his helmet represents that his safe place where people will not judge him because of how he looks.
Okay, so you would like to?
Yes, I would like to ask you all that, well, as we saw, the family had a dog and it was a very important member of the family for them. I would like to ask you if you think that maybe they would get another dog, and how that would maybe change or better the relationship between the family.
Well, I saw in the movie that the dog was really important, especially for the dad. He was like always like playing with him or things like that. But I think the dog was also like that I don't know, that person that was like supporting you but in the silence, you know? And that's what the dog was.
Yeah, I think the dog represents a lot of, like Augie had his safe place inside his helmet, probably the dog was the, I don't know, the dad feel okay being with it and with the dog, sorry. And I think having another dog probably would not be the same because I think the relation with the dog is because the dog has been there through all the story of the family. And I think having another one is not bad, but probably would not be the same love because of the story.
Oh, well, I think I will disagree on that. I would say that just moving forward, I would say that eventually they will get a dog because they were used to having a dog, and I would say that it's not on. They will love it as the way that they love their dog because their story isn't finished. The story is continuing, and their story as family will continue. So I would say that if with that dog they had a story and the story make them love that dog, they will continue to have another story with a new dog and they will also love that. So right, I say that it is what's really important for the family and for the story. But I say they will finally or at the end they will get another dog.
Yeah, I also think that maybe they would get another dog, but I agree on that maybe they wouldn't feel the same way towards this new dog. But that doesn't mean that they would like feel less this love and like different way. So yeah.
Well, so just for closing, I would like to ask you: do you, after all these questions and watching the movie, do you consider that Augie was really a wonder?
Mm,
Yes, I think he really was a wonder because everything he passed through and all the story. I think it was not only Augie a wonder. I think all the family. I think all the persons that were in some moment with Augie and that had the opportunity to know him, of knowing him, everybody can realize that he is a wonder and that the story by itself is a wonder.
Yeah, I also would say that. And I would also say that we can see that everyone is a wonder in some way because maybe Augie was like a little bit more wonder than, I don't know, Jack, but also Jack was a wonder because he used his strong or he defended his friend because he was like a good person, you know?
Yes.
We all have a wonder, and I think that yeah, we cannot say that anyone is not a wonder. Everyone is a wonder.
yes, I also think that it's kind of what the movie teaches you that everyone is a wonder and that everyone has something special that no one else has. And also, for example, with Yogi, at the beginning of the movie, he was like, "No, I don't want to go to school. I want to like stay home." And at the end of the movie, when he's receiving the medal, he tells his mom, "Thank you for making me go to school." So I think that there's like a big evolution with him throughout the movie, and it also happens with like all of the characters. So
So just for closing, I would say that Augie was a wonder because he changed the life of many people just by being Augie. He didn't need to be different. He didn't need to do something special. He just was himself, and that changed a lot of people's life and hearts. So I would say that Augie was a wonder. So well, thank you for being here and our